shit, you may find a nigga that's good on that shit, and you be like, oh man, he like the king of that shit. So that's what it is, like making a cake. If you don't have all the degree, all the shit you need, you're not gonna go. It's not gonna
go at all, bro. I already know how that shit go.
Period. So.
It's not gonna go at all. But yeah, I'll be trying to. That's mainly what I'm trying to get right now, bro. Like, a whole bunch of producers collabing in Birmingham, and a whole bunch of artists from Birmingham collabing on one tape. Be fine. Then that way Birmingham gonna be like, all these when they drop down this album, bro, or they drop down this Instagram tape, or this tape it all and put it on Instagram, and all of them, all they followers just looking at that shit. They part of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then like next thing you know it, another like one person gonna look at it and then
domino effect.
Yeah. One person gonna look at it and then next he gonna be like, you know that? Yeah, this shit hot around Birmingham, you know what I'm saying? Cause my homie Woody Gracella posted this, and then fucking probably Roll 3 probably be like, Roll 3 fans like, shit.
Since you competed in the iStandard Producer Showcase, what was that like? Was that a good experience for you?
That was a real awakening for real, like how the game really goes. There was some really high platinum producers in that bit. Like Black Metaphor, he made like Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Jeezy, all that type. Also another famous producer was Focus, he made Jay-Z's beats as well.
Okay.
And then they had some other guests. I forgot Jay Hatch was there. Shout out to Jay Hatch. It was a lot of top producers in there, man. I'm telling you, ATL had a lot of talent.
Wow.
But not only, it was a lot of producers that traveled from over there. So it was like, wow, I'm not the only one that traveled. And,
exactly.
I got some heat, you know what I'm saying?
So left you competing with the rest of them.
Yes. And then so I was like, all right, man. I actually met the winner. I lost. I think I came in fourth place.
Okay.
But, I lost, but the winner is actually, shout out to Infamous Real. He's actually producing for Meek Mills and other PNB Rock and other sorts of people like that, like Davies. Awesome. It's crazy. But producers, take a shot at that iStandard. Shout out to iStandard Showcase. They hold those down. They travel around the world just to find hot producers like me as well. So try that. Try to get yourself involved in that.
Explain your style of producing.
Alright, my producing style, I like sampling of course, but I like to take samples and make it in like a trap soul type thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I'm blending a little soul and trap together, you know what I'm saying? And bringing it and making it fire and gangster, for hard rappers.
Making that hardcore stuff, I feel you, man. Yeah. Something that people can ride to.
Yeah, so I like making them sitting in the car.
Yeah, just think about life.
Thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
City in the backdrop. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be.
Yeah, I like
that type of beats.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's the hardest part about being a producer?
Hardest part is like maintaining you're like maintaining, producing, making sure you're like making beats constantly, because you're gonna have a lot of artists out there that's gonna hit you up and be like, yo, I want beats, right. I want beats. Like constantly, bro, my phone always jumps. Like,
I bet. So like, how do you keep from continuously making the same type of beat to where it's not like diverse, because I'm pretty sure that's tough when your brain always having to think of a new beat.
Honestly, nowadays people will be like, hey, I want you to copy this beat and make the same way. Well, okay, I can make a similar beat just the same way. It's just gonna sound different, with different sounds.
Right.
Most artists won't care. As long as that boy isn't stolen and it's different, they'll take it. You know what I'm saying? And they got your tag on it, and you've been popping lately. Yeah, they gonna take that bad boy. Honestly, I try to go from different genres so that way I can switch it up.
Okay.
So I won't always focus on trap. I'll probably switch it up to R&B.
Okay.
So if I want to put some trap keys, put some nasty trap 808s in there, some trap snares, I remain at a trap beat, and then the next day or the next beat I make, it'll go like into sampling to get my mind off that, and then I'll probably slow like down the tempo, and making like a smooth smoking song.
Right.
I try to switch it up. I always like imagine like who I'm gonna produce this for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if I want this beat to go to Wiz, I'm gonna produce it like Wiz want this beat. And most producers, most artists, they like look up to Wiz, gonna want those type of beats.
Being a producer nowadays, it's pretty easy to get caught up in, you know, sounding the same as far as producing a beat. And now, you know, it may be, let's say if Zaytoven were to produce a beat, maybe another guy will go out there and produce the exact same beat. So how do you maintain your own integrity and sound in an era where producers make similar beats?
Like, that's mainly the whole game for real. When I tell producers, Zaytoven even said it himself, and I took that as a really big advantage because it's just like stand out, be different. You know what I'm saying? Zaytoven said, like, if you want to blow up, do you? You know what I'm saying? Make your own sound.
Right.
I was like, all right, I'm not gonna. It's okay to take tips and, you know, little pointers or something, but I try to like make my own craft, try to bend sounds. I'll take a sample and use this thing called Grosbeat on FL. There's all types of snares you can use. There's a lot of beat kits you can use. There's a lot of drum kits out there. There's a lot of sounds, VSTs. My only opinion is just like go wild, go crazy on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Find out what sounds great and go with it. You know what I'm saying? My best snare, I like using trap snares, of course. The trap snare and bringing like a nice melody of keys in there that brings like a nice sound. And if you're trying to use sample, I suggest like using old drum kits and then adding some classy 808s or some new school 808s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's mainly what I like to use.
So I know that you've been working with artists as far as helping them get their album dope and everything. So can we expect an album from you?
Yeah, I got like two albums probably gonna drop out soon.
Okay.
You're gonna expect Soul Kings.
Soul Kings.
Just all samples, straight classic samples. And then expect Trap Kings as well.
Okay.
All trap artists are gonna be in that. So it's gonna be.
So I see you got the nice apparel right here. 3 million keys, man. Is that what that stands for?
Yeah, man. Keys
Okay.
for real.
Alright. What's that about? What's 3 million keys?
Honestly, this brand is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you got the keys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I honestly don't know what the idea was, but it's a dope classic shirt. You know, I think it means like, you know, you gonna get a lot of success, a lot of keys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keys to a car, key to a house. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have 3 million keys. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to this 3 million keys as well. They out there booming. Shout out to Fly Forever as well. I usually rock Fly Forever. So they out there booming as well. Realize with Cody Bakes. Shout out to him as well. He's an awesome producer. He's dropping out good clothing brands. So yeah, we're gonna definitely shout out to all these three.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man. It sounds like a lot of people are doing their thing out there. I want to give a shout out to them. But for the most part, I really want to give a shout out to you, man. Being a producer is not easy. I'm pretty sure that you have these thoughts in your head where you just want to quit and just don't want to continue to move forward with it, but you keep doing it. So for all the producers out there who's doing some work for themselves as well as for other artists, what advice would you give these producers?
I give a lot of these producers, like, I had that decision one time. I was like, man, I ain't booming that well, bro, to be honest. And I was like, don't quit, you know what I'm saying? I talked to my girl, she was like, don't quit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, alright, I'm gonna keep pushing. Ever since then, when I link up with artists and they rapping my beats, I get that's that inspiration I get. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, alright, I'll move on to the next artist, see what else he can do. My advice for producers, staying like networking is very, very, very key. of being producing,
Right.
staying on your network, and letting people know that what you're doing. Another thing is like going to the events, going places like other studios, and there's no telling who you'll meet at a studio. Like, get yourself involved in contests, you know, get your name out there. That's mainly the hardest thing about being a producer, for real.
Right.
Another thing, when you make beats, bro, be yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to like get ideas from other beats as well, how you want to go, but stay original, stay clean with your beats, and probably won't get sued. So,
Yeah, definitely don't want to catch that lawsuit. Oh, man. So, with you being in Birmingham, I'm pretty sure you've worked with a lot of good gems and stuff. But for some reason, Birmingham doesn't really get the clout that it needs or what it deserves, as well as Alabama, period. I feel like we have the potential to be as big as ATL or just Georgia, period. So, what would it take from Alabama artists to succeed in the mainstream industry of music?
honestly, stop being so selfish. Really, I know like a lot of artists out there, they like, man, I'm working on me, yeah, my thing got going on. Honestly, bro, if this is why I'm dropping the tape, I'm trying to break that bond, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to break that distance, why we won't come together, you know,
Right.
support each other artists, and we'll have more followers, we'll have more looks. Because there's no telling who they know and who you know and who the other guy know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm dropping this tape. I'm doing this tape with all Birmingham artists representing Birmingham that's doing their thing. That's been pushing. Not grab artists that people don't even think they'll collab together
Right.
and put them in the same song and be like, wow. I'm basically doing the DJ Khaled of Birmingham, you can say it like that.
Right. Okay. I like that. So we the best out here.
Best.
Okay.
Keys, nigga.
I'm rocking with it. He got the keys already.
Keys,
DJ Khaled
keys.
makes sense. It's only right, man. So being a producer is pretty time consuming. We can both agree on that, right? What do you do when you're not producing? What's your hobbies?
Honestly, kicking back at the house, playing some nice Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Hey, I like Call of Duty myself. Which one? What's your favorite one?
I like that Black Ops 3. I'm a big Zombies fan.
Really?
I'm a big the Zombies fan, man.
Okay. I like the zombies design on Black Ops 2. I'm looking forward to that World War I though.
See, but they also dropped this thing on Black Ops 3. Like, where they bring all the old maps back from Black Ops 1 to War, like, end up, like, all the zombie maps on Black Ops 2. It's crazy.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to be on the lookout for any of these artists that he's working with, as well as check out his Instagrams, Facebook, etc. Be sure to look him up on SoundCloud, Spotify. But better yet, man, why don't you go ahead and give them, you know what I'm saying, your information. Talk to the people real quick.
Follow me at King Jay Beats, all one word. Follow me as everything, Snapchat. Follow me on Twitter, your dude Jay. Follow me on SoundCloud, King J Beats, everything King J Beats. Hit me up, yo.
Hey, hit them up. Q Smitty here with Leo Productions. We out.